Alright guys, we are live with another beat review. We have, we've got another 10 here that we can go over, just listen to, have a look at, kind of be a bit critical and see if we can help you guys out. But yeah, mostly we're just here to relax, have some fun, have a bit of a chat and keep it relaxed. I know these are being getting later and later. I've just had a lot of stuff to do, but regardless, I'll show you what we've got here. First one is Dexter, produced by Blap Squad. We got Hazard by HRZ Productions. We have Poppin' Bruv by Jafar Bond. We have Rust Diggity Type Beat by About My Life, produced by Trill Sauce. Smoke Squad, produced by Noski. Zone 2 Zero Tolerance, Fizzler Quangface Type Beat, produced by M0 Beats. We have 07 Steez M1 Type Beat, 144 Drill Beat, Who's FM, Trap Beat by Aditya Kumar, and 808 Melody UK Drill Pop Smoke Type Beat. Come back by, I think that is by Maxim Sotek. So yeah, let's see what we have got now. If there's any like repeats or beats I've done before here, there may be. If there are, we will swap one out for another one and see what we can do. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, hope everyone's happy, healthy and chilling. And let's listen to the first beat, which is Dexter, produced by Blap Squad. Let's go. Okay, there is a bit of distortion with this melody. I think it's a bit it's clashing with something a bit. And the hat is a bit tinny. It could maybe use a bit more rounded out sound. Cool chords though, and I like the snare. Yeah, the 808 itself, it seems to be like phasing or making a weird kind of fart noise. I don't know what that is, if it was intentional. But if you wanted to fix that, you would just EQ out some of the melody with the 808. Yeah, there is sounds, or maybe sound selection might be a bit of a problem here. I think the sounds themselves may be the problem. The patterns and the sequences in the section sound very good, but the melody and the 808 are kind of clashing a bit and making a weird distortion. Very cool melodies and sequences as well. If structuring would benefit here, again, I like having the low end out in some sections, so yeah. Cool vocal pad there, but again, with the sound selection, I think it could be a bit better, a bit more clean with the drums, for like particularly the drums. Yeah, main thing is sound selection here. The patterns and the sequences themselves seem totally fine, nothing really wrong with them. It's just the sounds are kind of meshing together a bit much and not really producing a lot of clarity in the sounds, and it's all kind of getting mashed together a bit. Cool chords though. And with the melody and stuff, I don't know what it is, it's just creating this very strange effect. Okay, so basically just work on the structuring, the sound selection as well. The sound selection could be a lot better, and making sure your sounds are higher quality maybe might help. Just so it doesn't sound distorted and kind of fuzzy and weird. That would be my advice to you. Hopefully it helps, but regardless, I like the chords, I like the melody, I like a lot of the sequences, and I like what you did with the 808. But with the slides, again, when you don't want them everywhere, just kind of be simple and minimal with the slides as well. But thank you very much for sending it in, Blap Squad. That was Dexter, produced by Blap Squad. Appreciate it. we'll move on to the next one here, which is Hazard by HRZ Productions. You got room for the one more? I missed the submission, can't wait. Wait, I see my beat. Yeah, yours is in. Yeah. Is there one more space? Afraid not for now. Keep sending them in though. I might be able to do them sometime soon. But for now, we'll go on to the next one, which is Hazard HRZ Productions. Let's go. Okay. I like this kind of minimal melody, how there's not like loads of stuff going everywhere. It's a nice effect and it's a nice change from what we usually hear. Sounds like a Taiga type beat or something. Okay, some cool vocals here. I'd maybe bring them down in the mix, maybe a bit loud. I love this pattern here, like with the hats and stuff. Yeah, this is fire so far. Whoa. Whoa, the energy is there. Oh, the energy is here, man. This is wild. That perk in the background, I'd bring it down slightly in the mix, but sounding good. This is like a shot of coffee in the morning, man. This is very strong, like forceful energy here, and a lot of amazing sounds you've put in. I would bring the velocity, like I said, down on these perks just a bit so they're more of a background noise. This low end is sick, and that very simple but like kind of effective melody here is working nicely. I just hear like Chris Brown's voice or something on this. If Chris Brown went drill, became like a roadman or something. The energy here is sick. Woo! My God, please, please, please keep up this kind of energy. This vibrant, dark, forceful energy is so sick in beats like this. It's so kind of ready to go, active, like high energy, man. It's so cool to see that and like feel that in a song, in an instrumental. It's very good. Melody, I don't know, maybe I love the melody, but I could maybe use like a higher lead or something in a higher octave. I was kind of hearing vocals as well, like the pulsing kind of chord vocals. Were very nice, but I think maybe EQ'd a bit too much. I would kind of let them breathe a bit more, but bring them down, if that makes sense. So open the EQ up a bit and let them breathe a bit. And yeah, I think it would definitely improve. Structuring could be slightly improved as well. Again, it's not horrible, it's not terrible. It is pretty decently structured, but I would have, you know, more of an obvious verse chorus section. But fantastic sounds there, really cool beat, really enjoyed it, and that energy there really showing through. So well done on that one, man. Thank you very much for sending that in. That was Hazard by HRZ Productions. Next one we have is Poppin' Bruv by Jafar Bon. What's up, man? I might like to send my beat. You can send it to rolloutsubmissions@gmail.com, but it will not get reviewed in this beat. I don't do any beats live. I do this all before, so all the beats will be put in an email before, and then we basically review them live. So yeah, remember to like the video as well, guys. It does help. I think it gets more people to the stream, I'm not sure, but remember to like it and comment as always, and let me know what you guys are thinking of the beats as well. It's always interesting to know if, you know, we share the same kind of feelings and thoughts on the beats. But yeah, this is Poppin' Bruv by Jafar Bon. Nice atmosphere, very nice atmospheric drill beat here. I've listened to one before and I really loved it, but this is cool, like this kind of atmospheric vibe. It's interesting. Ooh. Ooh. This is very clean, very clean, very crisp. The sounds are all like ADSR'd very nicely. They're not like, you know, blasting into each other and playing over each other. This is very nice. I love that melody in the background. It sounds so atmospheric and like ethereal. I love it. Again, with the structuring, obviously could be structured better. We need verse, hook, chorus kind of vibes. We don't need like a beat and then an outro. Structure a bit better, obviously. But this, oh, that control on the low end there as well, very sick. Sounds like a Pop Smoke beat, yeah. Sounds like Pop Smoke or something. Fivio Foreign maybe. Favi. Nice slides here. Oh, what is that? That perfect distorted sound, like it came in so well there. Oh, and the vocals. This is fire, and that like that really sharp kind of digital sound there. That there, I don't know what that is, but I love that, and it fits perfectly with this beat. Oh, oh, this is fire. This is really nice. This control on the sounds, the very subtle melodies, the kind of atmospheric vibes here. It's really nice to listen to. I like how you've went with a stick instead of a snare here as well. Good choice. This is really nice. This surprised me. This has been like the control, the crispness, the kind of, it's weird to say this, but like, you know how a beat sounds without like a clap or something, and you're looking for that really like that clap sound or that low 808. It's like that. This digital effect is just scratching an itch I didn't know I needed in a beat like this. It's scratching that itch, and that vocal is just a nice contrast to stuff. It's just really cool, really nice. Again, it needs structured, obviously. If you want to sell beats like this, structure them, but as far as production wise goes, this just sounds really nice. Clean, man, clean. That was really cool. Very surprised by that. Very like skilled production wise and like sound frequency wise, really cool. Well done. And that really nice hat, or that kind of vibe in the background, the hat, it wasn't overbearing, the melody wasn't overbearing, it all worked together fantastically. Structure that, put it up for sale, and yeah, people will love that kind of stuff. Well done, man. Thank you very much for sending it in. That was Poppin' Bruv by Jafar Bon. Very crisp, clean, technical sounding instrumental there, which I really liked. Thank you very much for sending it in, man. The next one we have is a Russ Diggity type beat, About My Life, produced by Trill Sucker. Pinada Safada, if anyone knows what that means, or if you can translate Anas, please let me know what that means. Yai mano salve endroit tamo junto. I wish I knew what that meant, my friend, but unfortunately not. Night Rider, nice, yep, certainly was. Check Me Out Ascent will get you in the next one, produced by J Dutch, will get you in the next one as well. We're coming up to the equilibrium. I had like hundreds of beats, I'm still getting through some of them, so I'll review your beat as soon as I can, guys, don't worry about that. I will review it at some point. If you've sent it in, I will review it at some point, to the best of my ability. So, next one, Russ Diggity type beat by About My Life, produced by Trill Sucker. Suka? Nice dark drill chords here. Okay. Be careful with using slides as blatant and obvious as that. It kind of sounds like that sound in Sonic. I think it's Sonic when you like. I can't remember what you do in Sonic. You like get hit by something or something goes like brrrr. Sounds like that. I mean, it's cool. I like the sound of it. I'm not dissing it at all. It's just I would try and be less obvious with slides in drill. Ooh, ooh, that low end, that kick hits perfectly. That low end, that kick, everything is very nicely mixed here. Yeah, not a fan of the 808. I'm a fan of almost everything else though. The perks are very nice as well, that kind of clicking sound. But again, with perks you're wanting lower velocity, so they kind of sit in the background of the mix. Nice use of crashes here as well, and open hats. Yeah, I mean, I would love this beat a lot more if you maybe change the pattern of the 808 and put in a more lower centric 808 here. But yeah, like even like if we listen to this part without an 808 in, it just sounds very clean and very crisp, and that kick is stunning. It sounds really nice. I think maybe the hi-hat could use a more rounded kind of sound. The hi-hat is very sort of tinny. It's not a bad sounding hi-hat, it's just for a beat like this it could use a bit more rounded, kind of a more full hi-hat, if that makes sense. I know hi-hats are very weird to work with and a lot of them sound very similar, but lovely chords again. Nice effects there as well, that kind of big crash there you use, very nice. That there, like it's very, it adds so much to a beat that people don't realize. Okay, so that one I would definitely say change the 808 pattern up, give it a bit more subtlety, be very minimal with the 808s, and yeah, I think that would benefit it. It's just, it was very nice to listen to. But like I said, the 808, and structure wise we could structure it a bit better with verse chorus kind of effect, but I'm sure you know that by now watching these videos and stuff. But very solid. I like the sound selection, minus the 808 and maybe the hat, but nice chords, nice vibe, nice patterns, very cool beat. Hopefully some of that information helped you, but thank you very much for sending in, man. I do greatly appreciate it. That was About My Life, produced by Rxllout. Very nice. Next one we have here is Smoke Squad, produced by Noski. That's who you guys are seeing in the chat. Please check mine I just sent in. I apologize, I can't. You are listening to the beats at one. I don't think the BPM of the I don't think this matters really. I think like it just changes. If you listen to these beats at any other BPM, it just kind of like, if I listen to it, it's still the same really. It doesn't matter, the beat itself will be the same BPM, but I get what you mean. Yeah, I thought the same as well, don't worry about it. I always thought that as well. It was like, should I be listening to these in different BPM and stuff? But yeah, it doesn't affect it. This is Smoke Squad, produced by Noski. Let's go. Nice chords here, very dark, very kind of graveyard sounding, if that's a phrase, graveyard sounding. Tag needs to be brought up a bit in volume here. See, it's very quiet there. So yeah, just bring up the tag. The tag can be as loud as you want it, man. As a producer, blare that thing. Make sure everyone remembers the name, basically. Nice sequence here with the hi-hats. Nice march on it, like a gallop almost. Oh, cold 808 here. Oh, oh, that low end. This is dirty, man. That low end is so nice. It's so like thick and just really nice. I gotta listen to that again. Ooh. I don't know if that's sidechained or you've messed with the ADSR there, but that low end is very, very nice. And very nicely in its position as well. It's mixed well, which is very, very appreciated. Artists will appreciate that as well. This is sick. Minimal but sick. I'd bring maybe a counter melody in here, so first section's cool, but like we would want maybe, you know, like maybe a higher note, higher octave counter melody. Very nice. This is what I mean when I say like be subtle with your slides and stuff. It's so nice to, like, it feels like it's meant to be there. Like when you just put slides everywhere, it can feel like you're just doing it for the sake of it, to not benefit the beat, for example. But when you've got slides in the perfect places to round out the end of the segment or whatever, it just adds such a good effect. Very clean snare as well. That snare's punchy, it's juicy, it's just, yeah, hitting nicely. Nice volume as well, you've mixed it well there. Oh, this is sick. That roll there as well. This is cold. So well mixed. Yeah, this would definitely benefit from a higher octave piano melody to contrast the low chords here. I guess there is a kind of melody there in the background. I don't hear it as much as I would like to, but it's there and it's nice. Yeah, it's there. There is a melody there. Okay, so what would I say about that one? Very nicely mixed. That low end was just so clean, and the way you limited and sidechained almost the kick in 808 was perfect. Just absolutely perfect. It fit well with the beat. It went nicely with the hi-hats again. Maybe a bit more obvious counter melody there. Structuring was nice as well. Each segment is kind of in its own space, and there's even a wee switch up in the middle here, which is fantastic. Very, very nicely done there. The whole beat was very solid, cleanly produced, nicely produced, sounded really good, and had a perfect flow. What more could you want, really? So yeah, well done on that one. That was Smoke Squad, produced by Noski. Really not much to say about that one in terms of criticism, but yeah, maybe a brighter sounding melody for, you know, a higher octave. But very nice, man. Thank you very much for sending that in. Next one we have is Zone 2 Zero Tolerance Fizzler. Excuse me. To get my sleep. Fizzler, Quang Face type beat, produced by M07, M07. I'm not 100% sure, but Noski, yeah, killing it again. You guys recognize it. This is hard. Stereo slide. Great. Yeah, man. Fantastic. Very cool stuff. Zone 2 Zero Tolerance, Fizzler, Quang Face type beat, produced by M07 Beats. Let's go. Sorry about that. I think this may be a sample or one, like a melody that I've heard before, maybe. But that vocal is very nice on top of it as well.
Ayo, we made this. MO7 did it again.
Yeah, we reviewed this one before, so we have room for another beat. I'm going to go grab one now. Last person send the beat, we will go over that. But yeah, I've reviewed that one before. That was my fault, so I'm going to quickly grab one from my email, which is alarms v9 dig that type beat. Alarm v9 dig that type beat, produced by Nico 140 BPM. So we're going to swap that one out, because we have reviewed that one before. So next one we're going to do is 07 Steez M1 type beat. Let's go.
Steez on the track.
Very nice melody here. Filled out nicely in the mix. Woo! Oh, this percussion, this hat melody, man. Hat melody, that doesn't make sense. Woo! Okay, first few criticism is the kick could be a bit fuller. Maybe sound selection fix the kick. A better sounding kick might help. Again, not too bad. There was something else, so I'm going to rewind it. Yeah, the hats maybe there wasn't hats. Yeah, it was a slide here. So usually when you hear a drop, you're wanting, you know, melody to kind of build up and then drop hard. Like, so you want you know, melody, and then you want the beat to kind of come in like very atmospheric, very punchy, very kind of, you know what I mean. And when you slide at the start of a beat drop, it kind of, I mean, I don't think that's really the beat drop, but when you slide like that, when the beat's meant to drop, it kind of takes away the effect of that big booming 808 sound. And even if you put it in before the drop, it takes away from that low end impact when the beat does drop. And again, be more subtle with the slides. We don't want slides everywhere, maybe just in the second pattern. I love the hats and the percussion here. It's just crisp and clean and juicy almost. It's just like yeah, it's nice. Yeah, the kick could be a bit fuller, maybe boost the low end in the kick. And melody could be brought down very slightly to give more room for the snare to shine. Here the snare's getting a bit swamped by all of that melody frequency, so either turn the snare up or bring the melody down a bit. Love this melody though, very nice melody. Yeah, it just feels like the mixing could be slightly better here as well. Fantastic melody, but there's too much like going on in a certain frequency range, like the melody and the 808 and the kick. It feels like they're all kind of fighting for space. They're kind of, one's trying to shine while the other one's, you know, in the limelight kind of thing. Just a few mixing things here and there, EQing and all that stuff. And yeah, less sliding notes would definitely benefit this. Again, keep it simple with the 808s and then use slides sparingly and minimally so that they have more of an effect on the listener's ear and they kind of, you know, don't expect it as much. So that's the review I would give for that. But yeah, very nice melody, very solid stuff. Not terrible or bad at all. In fact, it's very nice to listen to. Just a few things here and there you could work on. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for sending that in. That was at 07 Steez, M1 type beat. Much appreciated. The next one we have here is 140 BPM drill beat by Who's FM. Let's go. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat really quick. Okay.
FM make your head bob.
Okay, the melody when you're really crushing and like gross beating and rewinding melodies and stuff like this, you have to keep it in higher octaves. So a lot of that, well, you don't have to, but it helps just so it doesn't get kind of mashed together. See, the melody here, it's all kind of just playing like it's one thing. It's not really separated. It's all just kind of mashing together a bit. And with melodies, you would like a bit of space in your sound so that there's more anticipation and intrigue for the listener. Okay, so the drop here, with drops, we're wanting the kick in the 808 to be the main focal point of drops. Now, if you have a very loud gunshot just before the drop, it's probably going to take away from the drop itself. You want it to kind of bring it up and then bang. You want to have like a melody, build up, build up, build up, and then boom, bring it down, and then, you know, kind of go off that, kind of build it up again, and go down to a nice different section. So it's like a roller coaster, it goes up and up and up and down, up and up and up and down. So it's a wave. It's not just like you know, a lot of sounds being played, just boom, like kind of. There needs to be more breathing. Like when we breathe, for example, we go. We breathe in and we breathe out. We let we'd like a beat to kind of breathe in a way. So we want the beat to come up, drop, and then come down, and just like that. Now, if you have a melody and a beat playing that's just kind of gelling together, a lot, it takes away from the nuances and the kind of speciality of each sound. And there's again way too much slides here. There's too much slides going on with this 808. It's taking away from the melody itself. I like the hi-hat pattern you've got. But yeah, just a lot of mixing to do here and melody. Sorry. I like the addition of the bell as well. It's nice. Kick is very weak as well. We want the kick to stand out in the mix. Kick and the 808 are just a bit too weak here. A lot of it comes down to sound selection as well, but the mixing and the mastering and the kind of melody production here could definitely be improved, which you'll kind of learn with time. It will come with time, so keep going. I definitely do like the drill patterns, the drill sequences as well. You've got here with the hi-hats and the kicks. I just wish the sounds were a bit better and a bit more kind of up to date. Also remember to tune your 808s and stuff and drums to the melody as well. So yeah, what I would say about this is the melody itself. There needs to be a bit of breathing room. The melody itself just sounded like it was mashed together a bit and kind of blended all into the same sound. We're wanting the melody to breathe, to have, you know, ups and downs, peaks and valleys. Same with the beat. We don't want the beat to just kind of feel the same the whole way through. So that would definitely be something I would say to help you. Structure wise, again, intro, verse, chorus would definitely help this. And yeah, a bit better sound selection and you'll be on your way, man. Again, not terrible at all, just things to work on and things that will come with time once you improve and get a bit more comfortable with making beats. But thank you very much for sending that in. Hopefully you'll take some of that advice and grow from it. But appreciate that very much, man. That was 140 BPM drill beat by Who's FM. Thank you for sending it in. We'll move on to the next one now. Trap beat by Aditya Kumar. Okay. Let's listen to see how this goes, and yeah. Very atmospheric, nice sounding beat here. Melody may be a bit too loud, just pointing that out, it might be a bit too much gain in here, a bit too much velocity. I like the sound of the rain though, the sound of the rain here is a nice effect. Very nice kind of story being told here as well with melodies like this. Again, I think the sound itself and the volume is a bit too loud, but we'll see how it matches with the beat here. Yeah, I would just say the same thing. The melody is a bit too loud and overbearing. As a producer and an instrumentalist, you're wanting the melody to kind of be sitting a bit lower than, I mean it is sitting lower than the drums, but you're wanting the beat to be the main focal point, so the kick, the snare and everything, so the rapper has a lot of room to breathe and rap on, or sing in this case, because it sounds like it's, you know, a bit more melodic. But and this is a trap beat again, it's not a UK drill beat, so I just want to point that out, and we'll judge it by itself as a standalone beat, not as a UK drill beat. Yeah, so I'm wanting to hear the kick punch a bit more, the 808 have a bit more kind of presence, and the melody itself to be brought down a bit. Nice sequences again, a nice that hi-hat coming in there was very nice. And the problem with beats like this is when there's so much frequencies and so much sound and so much, you know, oomph and volume, there's not a lot of room for other sounds to breathe. There's not a lot of room for, you know, the kick to shine, the snare to shine, for each thing to have its own space. So that's another problem with very loud melodies and stuff like that. It suffers from the fact that it can't get enough. You don't hear each sound individually. Nice counter melody here. It's kind of like an upbeat, kind of chill sound. But yeah, absolutely the things I obviously have said here. Too much volume. We're not giving the other sounds a lot of room to breathe and, you know, hitting the song, which could be a problem. So work on that. Again, not bad. The melodies themselves and the counter melody was very nice, but we need to work on the mixing here to give a bit more room to breathe, like I said. And yeah, just a few things to help you improve there. Thank you very much for sending it in. That was Trap Beat by Aditya Kumar. Sent in a few beats before, so I appreciate it all and I appreciate the support, man. We'll move on to the next one now, which is 808 Mellow X UK Drill X Pop Smoke type beat. Come back at 142 BPM. Let's go. Very nice melody here.
I love Matsushka.
I like that tag as well. I'd like to hear that vocal a bit louder. Again, it's a bit quiet in the mix. Maybe bring the melody up slightly. Okay, the sounds are very nice. Mixing, it could be brought up a bit more in the mix as well. 808 could be louder, definitely. So if we bring the 808 up to just kind of below the kick, it has a bit more authority and sound in the mix. Very nice melody though. But again, I would like to hear the melody a bit more. I like that vocal sample. The vocals you've used here are very nice. They fit the beat very nicely. But yeah, the thing with melodies like this, where they're quite sparse and quiet, they feel too bare bones. We need more volume and more emphasis in this beat. We need just to bring it up to make it, you know, have a bit more authority, a bit more room and space, and yeah.
I love Maksimka.
Fantastic like patterns here though. The sequencing you've done, the snare, the hats and everything, very cool, very nice. It flows very well. Yeah, the melody, the 808 are way too quiet just now. Yeah, so I mean, I've said it already, but the melody, the 808 and the sound, we needed more volume in this. We needed more room, we need more frequencies, more confidence as well, just to open this up, let it breathe a bit more, let it come up, and have its room, have its space, and really, you know, take control of this beat. With vocals like that, you're not wanting them too loud, like blisteringly loud, but nicely heard, and maybe a counter melody to off balance it. But yeah, with the drums as well, we want the low end to really punch through, and a nice crack and a nice you know, crunch in the higher mid range. But everything was pretty much on point. A few mixing errors here, like I said, volumes, leveling. Once you get leveling right, it'll definitely improve. Nice choice of melody there though, and yeah, very nice sequencing and patterns. But once that volume comes in, mixing and mastering improve, you will definitely see a lot more results and everything from your beats. So thank you very much for sending that in, man. I appreciate that greatly. That was 808 Melody UK Drill Pop Smoke Type Beat, Come Back, 142 BPM by Maxim Sotek, if I'm right, if I've got that name right. If not, let me know, or just say your name in the chat. Yeah, thank you very much for sending it in, man. I do greatly appreciate it. We are now on to our next one here, our very last beat for this section, or review, or whatever you want to call it. This is Alarms V9, Dig That Type Beat, produced by Nicho, 142 BPM. I'll say off the bat, an artist probably will not want to hop on a beat where it's structured like this. Again, we need verse, chorus, hook, etc. But regardless of that, let's listen to it and see what we think. I can't tell if this is like happy or sad right now. Okay, so the drill, the snares and the hi-hats here, they need to be a bit more on grid. With drill, people can tend to get into a thing where they just want things off grid and then let's drill. Like, you have to make it have a purpose. Like, so your hats and your snares need to they need to carry the beat in a way that adds that UK drill vibe, that kind of like that kind of trotting, kind of marching sound that UK drill has. You can't just make it offbeat. And again, the kick is too low. The kick is very quiet in the mix here. We need the kick like louder, like maybe like 0 decibels or negative 0.1 whatever decibels. We need it a lot louder, and the 808 and the kick to be like a powerful kind of woof moment. Like when the drop hits, we need it to really feel like that drop's hit. So the drums definitely need to be improved here. Just more volume, more kind of everything in its own space. Melody as well. I'm not sure if the melody's in scale. When you're doing melodies, you're wanting it to convey an atmosphere, a vibe, a tone, a sound, a feeling, whatever. But this melody seems like it's straddling between happy and sad. And when you're doing UK drill, you want it to be kind of in the minor sections for the most part. This melody it feels like it doesn't know where it wants to go. So I would definitely work on that. And the drums themselves need to be improved in a way that they need to be louder. They need to be a bit more on grid. Now you make UK drill off grid slightly, but it's still on grid, if that makes sense. You've got a lot of the fundamentals here, kind of, but you've got a lot of the ideas here, I mean, but the fundamentals themselves need to be improved with melody. Make sure everything's in scale. You're using maybe the harmonic minor. Make sure the drums themselves punch and crack like you want them to. We want drums to punch, to crack, to feel really nice, to move along the melody, to kind of make you jump, make you dance, make you vibe. They're not just there to fill a part. They're there to they all serve a purpose. The kick serves a purpose. The kicks, grabs your attention, punches through the mix. The 808 serves a purpose. As that low end where you really feel it. So when you're making beats, make sure your sounds have a purpose and are where they need to be, and give the effect that you're wanting, and makes the listener want to react to it and feel something. The head bounce is still there though. It's still bouncy. It's still kind of carrying on. It's not terrible. It's just, like I said, there's a lot of things you can work on here. Nice effect here on the melody. Okay, so yeah, like I said, structuring as well. It's unstructured. The melody obviously needs to, not straddle the fence on one side or the other, and make sure every single sound has a purpose, serves a purpose, and knows what it's doing in the mix. I'm sure once you kind of keep going and keep producing, you'll get there. You can improve, and you can get better at. Everyone here can get better, so it's not just I'm singling you out, but everyone here can get better. Everyone can improve, and that will come with time. We'll all continue to improve and evolve. Please don't talk down on people or kind of say they're shit and everything. It's not that at all. It's just we're all at different points in our production career. Some people have been producing for years, some people haven't. So don't criticize. Everyone needs to, everyone will get better and everyone will improve eventually. I still need to improve a lot. Everyone here still needs to improve, and we'll all keep getting better as a community and help each other out. That's what this channel is for. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone for sending beats in. I want to thank everyone in the chat, everyone in the community for commenting and being a part of this. I really do appreciate it greatly. Let's see. But that should be the stream, guys. Again, I've got a lot more for the next stream. We'll try to get them all done, and if you send a beat in, I will review it. I'm trying to help all of you out here. Like I said, fantastic beat review. I enjoyed it again. I appreciate all you guys greatly. I hope you're keeping well. You're staying happy with the lockdown still going on. Yeah, regardless of that, guys, love you all. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you in the next one. I have a new Instagram as well. It's Rxllout _, that's it. So I'll put it in the chat as well, so you guys can follow me if you want. I'll be updating you on everything. Instagram.com/rollout_. Add me there if you want, and send in beats to rolloutsubmissions@gmail.com, and I'll get you guys and try and help you all. But yeah,